Hello everyone. Please bear with me because I am recording this. I don't know what time is it, pero gabi na gid siya. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the modules for physical education, and this is for module 1, Introduction to Physical Education. So what's inside the Introduction to Physical Education? First is the historical background and what is physical education. We also have the goals and the objective of physical education and the words of origin. And we are going to tackle about the importance of physical education. Kung sa man iyang importansya sa ato ang kinabuhi, kung naa ba siya pulos sa inyuha as. I will also be talking about the healthy lifestyle. Okay, now for the historical background of physical education. So this is just a slight touch of the historical background of physical education. If you want to read more or if you want to know more about the history of physical education, I will link it down below. Char. I will also post it in our Google Classroom. Okay, the history dates back to ancient Greece. So sa ancient Greece pa no, so karaan nagiging siya, where competition and intensity were second nature. So sa una pa lang, di ba, we all know that in ancient Greece, you are already familiar with this because competition yun. Sa una pa ng competition. And of course, when it comes to competition, palakasan, padagkway lawas pa, pakusganay. And that's why na-integrate ang physical education. Pero, physical education was a necessity in order or in training both Greek soldiers and athletes. So, kung kamo di ay sa una, sa ancient Greece pa lang, you can be soldiers and you can be athletes. Only you will train for physical education. So kung i-apply na to ang patakaran sa ancient Greece before sa karon, hago kayo. Okay? You don't only learn, but you will also train. Pero yeah, let's just talk about the before of physical education. So, magamit din ang physical education not just only for sports, not only mainly for sports, for dancing and anything low you think of physical education. Okay? Sa karon ng mga students, they don't want to engage in physical fitness. I mean, physical activities. Kay for them, physical education is not that as important as other um, other subjects. But before, it is a necessity in training both Greek and soldiers and athletes. So it means para gid siya sa mga kusgan. So naa siya pulos sa mga tao no, dili lang siya para pasikat lang, pagarbo lang, padako laglawas, but it is for competition. And also, in the mid-19th century, physical education would make its way to the United States. So sa United States siya nisulod siya no. And ang reason nila is just similar to that of the ancient Greece. It is to educate and to train soldiers for eventual battle. Okay? If you can still remember no, sa ato ang history, I can't really recall everything, pero gisakop man gid ta, di ba, Philippines. And I think uy, nabutike. Sorry for that. And lisod kaayo sa ato ang part sa unang musukol kay of course we are not that siguro na natin physical education. I know for a fact that we have physical education before dito sa Philippines, and then na consider to mga fishing, mga mountain climbing, but it's not yet realized at that time. So kita mga mangmang kunuhay, mga pabulok-bulok, we didn't apply, we can't fight because we are not educated well and we are not trained well, just like the ancient Greece or the United States. So mananong murag sad kay siya, but yeah. However, over the course of time, physical education would develop into something. Again, it has developed into something much more monumental. Kaya sa karon, I am taking up my master's. So nag-eskwela ko balik si Sister Jack, nag-eskwela balik sa Lourdes. And we are talking about the history of physical education, and we are also talking about the philosophies and everything that is connected with physical education. Dito na ko na-realize nga, physical education really is not just for dancing, for music, for arts. It is also for medicine. So mo yung pasabot sa nag-develop into something more much monumental. Kanang massage, it is also integrated in physical education. Massage, kanang, kaya ginagamit mo siya for therapy, no, ang massage. But let's not talk about that, okay? Physical education also in 1820s, dito sa some American schools, gi-integrate nila ang PE into their curriculum. So, naghinay-hinay, nag-bloom ang physical education. Gisulod nila sa mga curriculum sa uban schools in America. So, just like you, even though you feel like you don't need physical education, let me reiterate this one to you. Balik-balik ko na ko nga, dili assurance inyong pagka-bright diri sa kalibutan. Kay, kung saan ta man ang ka-bright mo may kusog, no? Kung saan ta man ang ka-bright kung dili mo healthy. Bright ra lagi mo pero nagsakit-sakit mo. Ana bitaw mo rin, para asa pod nga bright mo pero wala may kusog. So, mo na gina pinaka-simple way nga paglantaw na to sa PE nga gibutan sa tong curriculum is it's really important. And okay, after the Civil War, many states required that schools teach physical education. So yes, gisulod ang physical education after the Civil War. Gi-require or gihimo siyang patakaran ni isulod gid ang physical education. Of course, gigamit ko siya pag-train, gigamit siya pag-educate. So para dili sila mapili sa mga future battles or future war. Like, sige, wala naman to. And for the first time, specialized training was offered for physical education instructors. So nakuha na, kanang dito na mi naman nasulod mga physical educators. So natagaan nami og time to shine, gitagaan nami og kanang time na mo to teach. Gitagaan mi specialized training kay para ma-legitimize me as physical educators. And lastly, the Olympic Games were restored in 1896 after a 1,400-year interlude. So nahunong ang Olympic Games, no, kay for some reason nawala siya. But at least at this time in the 1896, nabalik na ang Olympic Games, which is wow, it happens every 4 years, no, and it happened last year. And grabing controversy ato, no? Grabing issue because of the budget of the meals. But let's not talk about that. Okay, next is, let's talk for the first, he's not a proponent, but he gave so much importance or gitabangan niya ang PE to bloom. Okay, it is Johann Bernhard Basedow from 1723 and died in 1790. He first recognize the importance of exercise. So, naana ang exercise before, but Johann, gitagaan niya importansya ang exercise. So, kita karon nga ga-exercise, siya ang proponent. So, salamat master. So, no? And he also required a specific uniform for his students to allow unrestricted movement. So, kung sa'yo pasabot sa unrestricted, walay pagpugong. So, kanay yung mga PE uniform karon, lahi ra gina siya sa una, no? Kay sa una lang PE, kay mga sayalman, mga mubok, mga dalgo kayo. Pero at least sa tuwa karon mo na siya na modernize. So, mas ni tsada-tsada siya, no? Kanang bagay siya sa proportion sa itong mga lawas. And, at least nasugdan niya nga naay specific uniform for PE kay lisod man kaayo, like sa among college days bawal gid mi magsapaw like pantalon then sapawan ng jogging pants unsa anong pagdagan sa unang dagan na iluwit may racing. He also offered a camp for 2 months during the summer for the children. So kana day atong mga naandan ng mga summer camp, mga para sa kuha I've tried a summer camp for tennis. Pero naundang ko kay, of course, college struck me. Nanami college, nanami summer sa college. So, sa ihaya po na siya nagsugod. And he was also known as a difficult man to work with. Mo gina, basta bright. Dili tanan bright noon, pero kay ako kay botan man ko, char. Dili tanan bright, sayon pakisamahan kini uban murag lisod na bitaw abton, pero that's okay. Next is we have Diocletian Lewis or Dio. He did classmate man ni Char murag katigulang. He did more to promote. So gi-promote niya physical education bisag kinsa pa rin na ilan diya. Siya ang pinakagrabe og kanang pag-promote sa physical education. Kung karon vloggers ang tig-promote mga what's up mga kaigan? It is Camille, Charmer Camille. Ano bitaw? Sila ang mga YouTubers sa una kibali. Sila ang mga tig-promoting advertise sa kanang physical education sa una. Murag happy si Sir no, sige smile. He wanted the feeble, old, fat, frail, and women to have a system they could use. Kay sa una, lisod man kay ang ginapalihok naman, ginapa-exercise ra is, ang makalihok yun is ang mga laki lang. So he devised a system for specifically women, ng mga dagko, katong mga obese na, nga para magamit nila to help them to become healthy. Kasi kayo kay it's already nighttime, so please bear with my lightings and my editing skills. Oh, I still have whatever. He opened the Normal Institute of Physical Education in Boston. So nag-open siya og eskwelahan for physical education. So thank you Sir Diocletian. Salamat Shopee. He invented bean bags and wooden dumbbells and also used music to enhance exercises. So katong mga nakatry na og gym or nakasulod na sa gym no, makakita mo siguro ka ng mga bean bags. Ay wala naman na uso ng bean bags karon, pero bean bags kato na siyang kabantay mo kang Manny Pacquiao sa training katong yung mga pinasumulong katong murag sako bitaw nga dagag sulod ingadto. Mo to siyang bean bags. And we also have wooden dumbbells, but as of this moment wooden dumbbells are no longer in use because na may putaw magkahoy-kahoy man yun, save mother nature. He also used music to enhance his exercises. So kanang mga zumba na to karon, kanang mga sayo sa TikTok, mo na siya proponent gyapon na siya ana. So salamat Shopee gyapon. And naapod tayo si Dudley Allen Sargent. So dili lang ni siya nato makita sa education no, naapod ni siya sa physical education. He invented He invented over 80 machines using pulleys and weights. So grabe no, 80 machines using pulleys and weights. This can also be seen in the gym, fitness gym, pero murag ano na siya, modernized na. He also contributed to anthropometric measurements. And he took these measurements, doggy, please quiet, keep quiet. He also took these measurements and compared them with the standards at a given age where a series of prescribed exercises was given to meet the demands of each particular case. So if you are confused as to what anthropometric measurements is, so this is your first activity. If you are watching this video, I would like you to search about anthropometric measurements. If you have time, please search for anthropometric measurements and explain it to me in the Google Classroom. I will be posting a discussion box, or a discussion prompt. I will just notify you about it, and I want you to discuss there what you have understood about anthropometric measurements. Okay, that will be your first activity. Next, we have the first question. What is physical education? Unsa man gyud ang physical education? Sayo lang ba na? Kanta lang ba na? Sports lang ba na? Magdula-dula lang ba na? Okay, for your second question, I want you to discuss in your own words without searching the internet. Close your internet bars. Answer me in the discussion or in the comment section, or not in the comment section in the Google Classroom. What is physical education? Okay, please do answer that. Okay, tumagon na ako siya diri. You can also get ideas here, pero it's better, mas dagko mo grado kung na-explain niyo siya using your own words. You can describe it as you want. Okay, what is physical education? An educational process. So, no? Educational process. So, organized na siya, naatay gasundon nga system that uses physical activities. So, mga pagliho, yan na tong mga sports, mga games, and anything. Mga physical activities as a means to help people acquire skills, fitness, knowledge, and attitudes that contribute to their optimal development and well-being. So sa meaning pa lang daan sa physical education, makita na nato nga it is for our health. It is for our well-being. Kung makatuntag exercise bitaw, we can then realize importante gyud siya sa atong life. Kay dili kita mabuhi og bright lang ta diri sa kalibutan, kung gwapa lang ta sa kalibutan. We also need to be physically fit. Ana lang. Mura gina siya pinaka-simple meaning sa physical education is or are the physical activities. Mo na siya. Tanan ginabuhat ka sington mo na siya, no? Okay. How about what is education? For the third question for this topic, what is education for you? Unsa ang education? Differentiate education to physical education. Okay, that is your third question for today's lesson. So tubagon ako siya diri sa video, no? It is the process of facilitating learning or the acquisition or pagkuha, paggrasp of knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits. So mo to siya, balikan na to ang physical education. So physical education is the educational process of using physical activities. So educational process siya. But for physical education, it is the acquisition or ang pagkuha. So dili siya kanang lahi gid sila sa physical education, okay. Ang education, again, it is the facilitating of learning or ang paggrasp o idea or knowledge. While ang physical education, mo to siya ang paggamit using physical activities to learn. Murag gisagulan mo siya bitaw. Na-understand ba ninyo? But let's see if you really understand, if you really understood it sa discussion prompt. See you there. Char, wala pa see you there. Now, for the objectives of physical education, so gamay na lang. Physical education also has objectives. Just like learning, just like in accounting, you have your objectives, no? Uy, itingog ka muna na. So first is the physical development. Physical, lawas, ingani, muscles, wow, muscles deserve. So that is for the physical development. We also have the social development, emotional development, and mental development. So different ang emotional development sa mental development. So let's see what's the difference. But first, let's talk about baby, let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things. Mura pa sing. Okay, for physical development, it is to maintain a lifelong health and high level of fitness. Okay, when we start exercising, we become fit, of course. Just like me before, I am 90 kilograms, so dako gid kayo, no, pang biggest loser na. But as you can see now, di man siguro niyo makita kaya pa. I will show you pictures. Karon na ba? Later na lang. Sige, karon. So this is me before. As you can see, dako jud ko, no, dili gid siya klaro nga ako gid siya. But yeah, this is me 4 years ago before I started doing exercise. And kinahanglan po dyan ko magpaniwang kay tanaw ra gud, no? Pero si Majimbo. But when I started realizing that I need to step up my game, I need to exercise. So here's the after 4 years. This is my recent picture. And it enhances growth and it gives you a healthy lifestyle. So sa akong example palang daan, makita gid ninyo nga dako kay impact ang physical development or ang physical activities sa usa ka tawo, labi na og nasakitan. Kay kinahanglan ta move on. Okay. Paniwang gid ko kay nasakitan man ko. Mo gid siya pinakadali nga pagpaniwang, guys. Pero ayun mo pasakit sa inyong heart. Okay. Cry. Okay, next is to avoid risks from health problems. After na ko nag-exercise, I feel very happy kay nagniwang ko and feel na ko layo na ko sa sakit, no? Sakit na ka ng mga arthritis, mga heart attack, mga yan bitaw mga internal na sakit. Wala pa tayo labot mga sakit sa. Okay, enough for that. We also have the social development. So from the word itself, social, it is through active participation that one can acquire friendliness, cooperation, respect, sportsmanship, etc. in game competition. So nakasulay mo siguro tag palaro, no. Sayang, no, dili mo makasulay og MASTS o pasok. So MASTS is Mindanao Association of Schools. I forgot about that. Pero kanang through competitions yun, pag apil-apil basi nakatry mo mga journalism, anything about that, makabuild yun siya social development. Kaya makagain man mo friends, di ba? Okay, next. Okay, emotional development. Development of self-confidence, self-control, self-reliance, courage, determination, and personal discipline. Okay, so let me share something about. So, kung sa man akong ma-share diri I hope nga diri lang sa gini siya. Way back 4 years ago when I was this big, so ibalik na ko ang picture. When I was this big, I was at my lowest point. Dili ko gapangkuan ha, if you are fat today, please be happy, be contented of what you are. You are beautiful. All of you are beautiful and handsome. No matter what size you are in, no matter what sexuality you are loved, and a lot of people appreciates you. So magdrama sa ko gamay, no? Okay, so that for you to understand what is emotional development, kay sa labi na sa inyo nga karong age, labi na pandemic, it's really hard to cope up, and morning nakapangit nangita gyud ko way para ma-discuss na ko sa inyo, like masabtan ninyo, no. Dapat concrete akong mga examples, dapat through my experiences. So we have the development of self-confidence. So sa una tambok ko, I wasn't really that lagi apil-apil po rin butik eh. Di-educate ko yung nga naka-confident. Confident ko in a way nga madala lang ako akong self. But there was this time na someone told me I'm very fat. Compared to someone I like. Pero saan taman, we need to, ano bitang, I wanted to do revenge. Gusto ko mabalo sa iya nga tapa nga. Lami kay siya, kung anong bitaw, basta lami kayo mabalo. So what I did is, nagpaniwang ko. Although I was losing a lot of weight, I wasn't happy kay lagi ganiwang ko, pero it was for what? For revenge? No. If you really want to be successful, if you really want to achieve something, you should do it for yourself. So again, balik ko na ako, kung tambok mo karon, kung galisod mo and you feel sad, please, kung gusto mo magpaniwang, please do it for yourselves. Dili kay para sa laing tao. Kay it's really hard to do something napugos ra bitaw mo tungod kay gusto mo mubalos. It's like that. And by means of paniwang, you can really learn to self-control. Self-control labi na sa kaon, and self-reliance. Ma-independent mo, musalig mo sa inyong self bitaw, like kung kaya na ako ni I can do this and I will do this for myself. Ana na siya. And courage. Courage kay if you really want to achieve something, of course, palingkamutan maging mo. And clap kay ko ana, if you are having a hard time today, kung sad kay mo karon, you can always talk to me. Kay every one of us battles something that not everyone understands. So dito masabtan sa tanan. And kung gapadayon pa mo karon, if you're still trying to smile, and that is for courage. That is for courage. And determination. Determination to continue and personal discipline. Kay kung magsugod na mong paniwang no, magsugod na mong paniwang kaya di naman mo magsigig junk food, di naman magpatik-atik pagid nga. Half rice lang. Iwan ka price na lang na mga gang. Pero bitaw mo na siya dako kay tabang ang physical education sa inyong well-being. Next is mental development. So, importante kay ang mental development. It will help us to improve mental capacities through learning mechanical principles, underlying movements by obtaining knowledge and understanding of rules and strategies. So, lisod siya nga meaning, no? Pero, pinakasayon is, we will use our critical thinking skills. For example, we are to understand something. We are to understand some rules about the game. Of course, ibutan ta, slipper game. Lisod magid na sa una sa tuwa sabton nga. Pag musipa ka, dagan ka. Hala. Unsa ni sunod? Nga na bitaw na masalimuan ka. Pero the more you play, the more you understand. The more you do it, the more you comprehend. Okay? Nga naman na siya, di man necessary nga pag sulayan na to sa kabutang masabta na to diretso. Mo na bitawng balik-baliko na to, di ba? Mura na mag-study ta. If the more we study, the more we understand the concept of the subject. So inga na siya atong gina-train ato ang atong utok, our mental capacities by the mechanical principles underlying sa mga movements, kung giunsa na siya paglihok, ay nga din mo swing di ay. Nabitang mo gana inyong utok without even telling it to do so. Ano bitong diretso na siya, like for example, example ani is katong na lagi katong pagsabot sa dula ito sa rules sa dula o kung strategies kay makauna-una maging mo strategies. For example, sa balita sa slipper game, kung kusgon na kog sipa, pasig makuha niya sa likod. Kung hinayon na kog sipa, makuha sa picture. Kung dili, kung ako lang ipabanda sa tiil, makadagan ko. Nga na bitaw, maka-formulate mo, masabtan ninyo ang dula, maka-formulate mo strategies ninyo. So, mo bright mo, wow! Okay, so mao to siya ang development. Okay, balik ko na to. First is physical development. Second is social development, emotional development, and mental development. Katuloy akong ilong. Now, let's move to the words of origin. So, mga ahagigikanan ay amin Tiger, quiet. Unsay gigikanan sa mga words? I mean, for example, exercise. We have the first word, exercise. It is from the Latin word ex and arcere, which means to restrain. Diba? To restrain. We also have gymnasium. It is from the Greek word gymnasion or gymnasien, meaning to exercise naked. So, kataonon no, pero sa una, kami, naman may gymnastics na klase, and we are required to wear tights and leotards. Pero magkatawa may lagi kaya ako mga classmate na mga ducks, char. Sorry for the term. Pero mo to siya, maklaro gid ninyo siya. Pero kung katawunon siguro na unsa na naka sa una nga, hubo gyud. Kaya ang exercise before or gymnastics before, they are naked. Hubo ginatanan. So kung muambak ka, kung unsay mo untol gina siya. So mo na siya ang grabe gid development ang physical education. Next is kinesiology, from the Greek word kinesis, or which means movement. So di sana to storyahan ang unsa ang kinesiology kay physical education rumanta. We have physical education from the Latin word physica or physics and education, or of course education. We also have physiology from the Greek words physio, nature or nature, and ology for branch of learning. So kabalo naman mo ning logy no, dapat din siya ology ra ni siya, sorry. We also have flexibility. So kanang mga ano na bitaw mga exorcism, mga anak siya. Exorcism ba? Hmm. Flexibility from the Latin word flexus or to bend. So those are the words of origin. We are down to our last topic, which is, I know it's not the last topic. Okay, we have the importance of physical education. First is the reduced risk of heart failure. So, common sense na gid siya no nga. Ang PE gyud ako siya importansya nga binasa sa mga health. If ever, if you can find time, kay maabot man ang time nga pasayawon ta mo, hopefully paapilin niyo yung family. Kana siguro akong i-kuan sa inyo pa-final nga activity, pa-final na ko sa inyo ang final exam siguro siguro Zumba or TikTok dance na gusto ko makita ta mo whole family manayaw. Okay, it's really good to bond with your family, especially karon nga pandemic. I just hope na manugot sila no kay para happy. Malipay kog lantaw nga happy mo ba ninyong family despite sa pagkalisod karon nga panahon. And improved physical fitness. So of course, body physique, kanang masyado inyong lawas. And good health promotion. Good health promotion. We also have self-discipline. Kay madisiplina magid mo bay, labi na magsugod mo exercise. Kanang madisiplina gid mo labi na sa kaon nya kung para sa ko wala na ko inom-inom og Coke or mga any type of beverages na wala ng Coke, Sprite, nga na I haven't drank ba sakto ba? Whatever. Wala na ko inom-inom for 4 years and grabe gid siya kinahanglan gid siya disiplina kaysa kung first year grabe gid makita og Coke bitong so ba lamig bagi king Coke labi nagnana sa baso nga kanang steel kalami gid ay murag ako. Okay, skill development. Mura nag kung mag-practice mo og TikTok na sayaw, di ba? Kung wow. So, ma-develop niyo yung skill sa sayaw or sa pag wow. Oh! Wow. Okay, from time to time mag-laugh-laugh lang pangatid. Sa naman uros. Sige lang, para ito. Okay, improved self-confidence. Sabak yung iro ay adobohon ti karon. Okay, sorry. Improved self-confidence. Of course, karon na-confident na pug ko no kay sabak ni iro. Uy, na-confident na ko kay, of course, niwang na ko. Niwang na ko gamay. Tapos, forma-forma na akong lawas, no? So, dali na lang makauyan. Ito, it is also a stress reduction. Example ani is yoga. Grabe yung effect ang yoga no. Nag-try kong meditate. And yeah, grabe gid siya. By the use of physical education, I can then reduce my stress. And lastly, the development of lifetime skills and activities. Okay, of course, if you get used to exercising, you will then realize the importance of it. Magyud makuha mo ninyo yung importansya. So, balik-balik ko na ninyo siya, no? Ma-develop ninyo siya nga, mahimo siyang lifetime skill or activity. And lastly is for the healthy lifestyle. Now, I will teach you a little bit about healthy lifestyle. First is maintain a regular exercise routine. So, example na ni is kana sigurong pag-zumba everyday, uban ninyong family, and pag-exercise, pag-jogging. Pero as of this moment, since we have this pandemic, please refrain from jogging outside and stay at home. Muna siya, maintain a regular exercise routine. We also have be conscious in your diet. If possible, please avoid kanang mga oily food o mga kanang bitong grabe o calories. If you can find time, please search about calorie counting. Mara siya. Just a tip if gusto mo magniwang. And surround yourself with positive energy. Kung ma-stress lagi mo sa sulod sa balay, kay dagay kigsugo si mama, dagay kigsugo si papa, gawas sa mo sa inyong kwarto, gawas sa mo sa balay, ginhawa sa mo. Ginhawa sa mo sa kusina, lantaw mo tanong, or kung dili, Do something that, okay na na, engage in things you are passionate about. Ako, I tried to cook. Nagluto-luto ko katong pagsugod sa pandemic. Dagan gi kog na-learn nga skills. I also learned how to plant. And I learned how to love plants. And in fact, I will be showing you my plant. Charan! These are my plants. And yeah, this is mm, one of the things that I'm passionate about as of this moment. And yeah, it's just so soothing. And grabe gid siya impact sa ko ang pag sugakod ani nga pandemic kay plans gid akong kasangga kay wala mo koy ako ra man isa gapuyo diri and ako ka storya sila ako storyahon usa kay kisan Ugoy cactus ng din ni sorry mo to siya um mo to siya no everyone if we are going to think about it physical education really is helpful to all of us not just for I don't know for pachada sa lawas but also for our mental state health mental health. Sapa. So that is all for our for class today and I hope you can remember the 3 questions for our discussion prompt. See you in the Google Classroom. Thank you for listening. สวัสดีค่ะ